New numbers for the GDP are out today. Sounds like a real snoozer, right? But those numbers could affect everything from how much you pay for groceries to getting a raise at work. Let's connect the dots. The GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product and measures how much people, businesses, and the government are spending. The idea being the more money these groups are spending, the better the economy is doing. But if those groups stop spending, you get a negative number, and everybody starts getting freaked out. Businesses hold off on hiring and raises, meaning people stop buying as much stuff, which can cause some stores to raise prices to make up the difference. Something else to keep in mind, just because the GDP goes up doesn't mean everything is awesome, because it just measures spending, not why people are spending. You often see growth after a big disaster like Hurricane Harvey, as people are forced to buy new cars and repair homes. A reminder that numbers are just numbers and not the whole story. Connecting the dots, I'm Janelle Bludau for H-Town Rush.
Janelle, thank you.